Good afternoon once again. My name is Shola Jani, School of Consulting. We're continuing our series on Consulting Toolkit Learning Series, the Consulting Toolkit Learning Series. Today, we're looking at another tool that you can use as a consultant, and it's called the Business Diagnostic Templates, Business Diagnostics Templates. Again, I'm sharing my slides, so there we go. Okay, the business diagnostic template is a structured approach for presenting findings and observations from a business diagnostic exercise. Diagnosis is from the word, obviously, the diagnostics or diagnosis. What we basically mean by that is to unearth, to seek to find the root cause. One of the things, one of the key activities of a consultant is root cause analysis. So when you carry out your business diagnostic, it's part of your root cause analysis. And obviously, there are several tools available to doing that. So when you have carried out your diagnostics, there's a way to present it in order to present to those who might find it useful. And so it's also useful for making presentation pitches or presenting as a report to stakeholders or as a consulting proposal. So let's go to it and see what it looks like and how this can be used as a consultant. Okay, there we are. Just trying to get the exact page. Just a minute, please. Yep, that's it. Okay, so this is a template and it has several dimensions. And it's called the business diagnostic findings or business diagnostics templates. So what do you want to do and how do you use this? Is to identify the focus area of your diagnosis. What are the focus areas of your diagnosis? A focus area could be dependent on areas within the business that needs to be further looked into. Depends on the business needs. It could be the business problem. What you want to do is basically have a format that clearly shows what your findings are and the likely impact on the business. And further on, how you could develop strategies to counter or to improve on the negative findings. So for example, if you have, let's use an example such as different departments within an organization. So you have marketing, you have customer service, you have sales, you have human resources, you have production, you have operations. So each one of these departments could be your focus area. Your focus area could be within each department. But for the basis of this example, let's say your focus area is marketing. The key thing is, after carrying out your analysis, your business diagnosis. Now remember this, for the business diagnosis itself, you need certain tools to be able to carry out your business diagnosis. And there's several root cause analysis tools. There's several tools like the 5 whys, the root cause analysis, there's the fishbone diagram, there's the cause and effects. There's just so many tools that you can deploy in carrying out your findings. So once you've done that, within marketing, you've deployed your tools, you now have your step 2, which is basically your findings. And within those findings, you are listing what you have, what the results are. Those are your findings based on each focus area. Your step 3 is describe the likely impact of each finding. This is your impact analysis assessment of the findings on the business or on the department. And then your last column here is basically one of outlining strategies, outlining solutions to counter the negative findings. So it's not just about identifying negative findings, but it's about identifying the negative findings within your focus, your study area. It's about carrying out a detailed and stating a detailed analysis, impact analysis of those findings on the business, and then coming up with strategies, solutions, and recommendations for consultative or consulting implementation, or recommendations to counter the negative findings. So that's how you use this. That's how you use your business diagnostic findings template to basically identify your study area where you're looking at. Beyond that is to look at what the impacts of the findings are on your study area. And then lastly, to come up with potential solutions. If I were you as a consultant who is proposing this to a client, I would not basically mention what my potential strategies are. That is for you, because once you mention what the strategies or potential solutions are, once you mention it to a client, then the client has no need for you. So you want to hold that close to your chest in making your proposal and not submitting it to the client. Okay, so basically, there's another data that you can use, and this is basically quite close to the first one. But the second option, again, you describe each findings based on departments. What are you finding? What are your observations? And then you back that up with empirical evidence. What are the evidence to support your observations? And then beyond that, the business impact. The business impact. And you may want to conclude by focusing, this is quite key now, by focusing on the organizational dimension of the impacts based on your findings. The organizational dimension, not just on the business. What impact does it have on the entire organization? So this is the second template that you may find useful. Okay. Firstly, you start by looking at departments. What do you observe? I must say this part of the exercise might require studying, observation, interviews, reading up documents, walking the floor. So those are your observations. You could read reports as well, and then you can do comparative analysis. What's happening in the industry? So those are your observations, and then you support it with empirical evidence. This is very, very key. Don't just say this is what you observe. Back it up with data. And then step 3 is the business impact. And then you may want to use a key like high, medium, low, or from 0 to 10 to emphasize the impact on the organization. The higher the number, the higher the impact on the organization. So that's basically your business diagnostic finding tools. Thank you once again. My name is Shola Ajani, School of Consulting. Please do stay in touch for more videos. Thank you.